Hello, world. It's been a while since I've been back in front of you. About a year, give or take a couple of days. We're on the dawn of another NFL season, year dig. It's Thursday, September 7th, 2017. And this is my 2017-2018 NFL preview. I did it last year. That's on here. I wasn't too far off, but I can always do better. People were killing me because I didn't put my Super Bowl prediction on here. I did have the Patriots make it to the Super Bowl. Forgot who I had at the NFC, honestly. But it don't count if I ain't have it on wax. So here we go. Um, Tonight we have football. We got the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots playing Kansas City Chiefs. Andy Reid, Bill Belichick. The Patriots putting up another banner, number 5. Entering the season as the Super Bowl champs, they took care of business, and arguably the greatest Super Bowl ever. Like for real, for real. Overtime game, incredible comeback by Tom Brady, but that was last year. It's a new year, so we'll just start with them. So I'll just start with the AFC East. Before I start, I want to say like it's hard judging the teams you think gonna be in the playoffs because every year it's a new team that jump up that you don't expect, and then it's teams that you think gonna be great that fall off. Injuries always a factor, a major factor. New England already got the injury bug, so like I said, I'm starting with them on my preview. Um, AFC East. As much as I like to say I see something different, I think as everything shake out, I still trust Bill Belichick or Tom Brady a lot more than I trust anybody in the NFL, especially this division. More of the same. Boston's in flux. Boston. Buffalo's in flux right now. Um, Dolphins got Jay Cutler. Never been a big Jay Cutler fan. I think he a bum. The Jets might lose every game this season. Be on the lookout for that. So definitely got the Pats as the champs in that division. Um, AFC West. Um, Always physical. Always physical. But I think as the chips shake out, I like Andy Reid and the Chiefs. I think they won the division last year. They did actually. I like them to actually repeat. I like the Raiders. I like Carr and them. But you got to establish. They ain't, they crept into the playoffs. He was hurt, I know. But I like the Chiefs. Everybody else, I'm not impressed. Um, AFC North. I'm going with the Steelers, Pittsburgh Steelers. I know so far I'm going chalk, but that's honestly how I see it shaking out. I don't see the Ravens making no big step of overtaking Pittsburgh as long as Big Ben healthy. They should be the champions of that division. Um, Last one should be the AFC South. It's AFC South. Andrew Luck and them was running it for a while. He hurt, might play, might not play. I don't like their offensive line. I don't like their coaching staff. I like Mariota and what they're doing out there in Tennessee. So I got Tennessee when it all shake out, getting that division. I like what they're doing. Running game was nice last year. Mariota another year in the system. I think they do a good job of coaching the team, catering the team to what he does well. He's got but the greatest numbers in NFL history in the red zone. Don't turn the ball over. You're going to always have success. So I like them. That's on the AFC side. And my 2 wild card teams from the AFC. I didn't do too well in my wild card situation last year, but I just thought about it. I really do like what they're doing out there in Oakland, though. I do. Defense, nice. Carr on the rise. They would have did better last year if he didn't get hurt. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. I like the Raiders grabbing one of them wild card spots. Don't matter which one. And although I'm not a big Cutler fan, as I look at it, they actually got their nice little squad, if you want to be honest, other than the quarterback position. I don't trust Cutler, but I like their defense. Their defense get it popping. So I think the Dolphins grab that second wild card spot. So Pats, Chiefs, Steelers, Titans, Raiders, Dolphins, wild card. We jump to the NFC, man. All right. I'm gonna start with the NFC West. NFC West. It's with the Seahawks and all of them out there. Arizona, they might be in a rebuild situation. I don't like them. Carson Palmer always hurt. He's older. Never really done much. I ain't impressed. Um, so I like the Seahawks pedigree. Like I said, I trust the defense. I trust the healthy Russell Wilson. They're gonna be better. I like them banging heads in a real physical division. I like what the Rams are doing too. The Rams on the rise, getting rid of Jeff Fisher. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be physical. But I like the Seahawks. The NFC North, uh, I go with the team with the best quarterback, and that's Aaron Rodgers without a doubt. A-Rod still get busy. Um, I think the Packers, they've been underachieving a lot. They had a lot of good teams. They probably should have went to the Super Bowl a couple other times. So I like them being humble. I like a hungry Green Bay team. And they always do well in their own division. They're going to beat up on the Bears, Lions, Vikings. So I got the Packers running away with that. The NFC South was probably the toughest division for me to choose because, for one, their history, one team win the division. You've seen Carolina go to the Super Bowl, come back and flop. Then Atlanta go to the Super Bowl and lose, arguably the worst loss in Super Bowl history. I am a true believer in a team that loses the Super Bowl always fall off that next year. I'm a true believer in that. So I got them falling off. I got the Bucks. I like what they doing. Their defense was already tough. Jameis Winston, another year in the system. He can keep his turnovers low. He gonna be all right. They picked up Deshaun Jackson. That was big. They receiving core is crazy. They dangerous. I got my eye on them. Like for real, for real. So I got the Bucks running away with that division. Cam Newton hurt, and they talking about they're not gonna run him as often. That's his strength. His passing game never been that. Now he coming off shoulder surgery. I got them falling off. I already told you how I feel about Atlanta. Super Bowl hangover is real. And then my home division. It's always hard for me to judge them, try to take my bias out of it and just look at the teams. So I just look at it like this. I feel like we got the second best quarterback in the division. That's how I feel. I think the rest of the teams in the division got worse by default. Cowboys got a lot of players suspended, and then people got tape on Dak. Then, of course, Zeke on the shelf for 6 games. That's going to impact your team. I know they got to go offensive line, but that's going to put a lot of pressure on Dak. So we really about to see what Dak be made of. I think the Cowboys be happy to go 3-3. If they break even, I think they'd be satisfied with that. But I'm not high on the Giants like everybody else is. They already OBJ um, already banged up. Him and Marshall. Their offensive line, they can't run the ball. Yeah, they got a solid defense, but Eli's a declining player. Nobody's really been talking about it, but he turned the ball over a lot, fumble and shit. Got the Giants falling off. So to be honest with you, I do have my Birds winning the division this year. I do. I think our defense. I think we're gonna be like we were 7-9 last year with nothing. Offensive line was in shambles. Made a lot of key additions. Alshon Jeffrey, Terry Smith, Doug another year, Carlson Wentz another year. I know Birds, of course, I'm biased, but I feel like we got the best team in the division, and we always do well in our division. So Redskins fell off; they lost a lot. But it's gonna be a nice battle though to the end. So I got my Eagles winning, and then my two NFC wildcard teams. I got the Cowgirls. Got them bitches. I got the Cowboys. Get one of the wild card teams. I think they're gonna be a threat. I think they'll win a lot of their games outside the division when Zeke come back. I got them making it. And my second team, I got the Vikings actually. I got the Vikings making the getting that second wild card. Teddy Bridgewater blew his knee out all crazy and all that. He back. Bradford, not a big fan of Bradford, but if they could just get some solid pass protection, their defense alone is going to keep them in a lot of games, and they special teams. So I like them. It's always a team that jump up. I think it's going to be the Vikings. I don't trust Detroit. I don't trust Detroit. I don't trust their coaching staff. For real, for real. Stafford, yeah, he good, but they haven't been able to do shit with him anyway. And then the Bears are the Bears. So there you go. I got the Eagles, Seahawks, Packers, Bucks, Cowboys, Vikings is my 2 wild card teams. So let me get to it. And so I got to do a Super Bowl preview. So, man, like, it's hard. It's real hard just to say the Super Bowl right now. It's hard to do that, but I got to do it. So I think the best team in the NFC who I would trust, the first name is going to come to me, is going to be the Green Bay Packers. I look like the Green Bay Packers making it out because they still got the best quarterback in the league, in my opinion. And I don't know. I just feel like they'll make it. They got Green Bay, but I wouldn't be surprised with Tampa Bay either. But Green Bay representing the NFC, and in the AFC, I got the Chiefs. I got Andy Reid getting back to the Super Bowl. What's that? Replay of Super Bowl 3? If I'm not mistaken, Google me. Nah, but Green Bay and the Chiefs, I got them playing in the Super Bowl this year. I know it might seem like a stretch, but we're going to see how it shake out. Like, definitely the Steelers a popular pick, but it always be something with them. Key injury, Le'Veon Bell situation, him not being in training camp. When players skip training camp, they tend to get hurt. So, so we say I shake out the past injuries, and they never go back to back for some high reason. So I'm just taking the field on that one. But of course, I wouldn't be surprised to see Tom Brady and them back in the Super Bowl. But Edelman then had a couple key losses, so we'll see how it shake out. But that's my 2017-2018 preview. We here in September, so we'll see. End of the year, I come back and do a playoff preview and recap, see where I was at. But y'all be safe out there. Football's back.